with everybody's schedule of
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we're going into this Monday.
We need a...
But shit needed to be
Monday's
done.
kind of a good day to do it, though, because, like, we're fresh off the weekend. And
That's true. I mean, we are fresh off the weekend, but at the same time, it's a little like, who wants to be watching podcasts on Monday? You know, you get home, especially after daylight savings. Dude, I was tired all day, and it was just
so was I.
It just hits you.
Up,
You're just,
dude.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Speaking of, though, fresh rolling off the weekend, after the DU dinner, how was Louis after I dropped you off, man?
It was good. Yeah, I hung out. I hung out with some people. And
I pulled a rarity and didn't go to Louis, dude.
yeah, I hung out. I saw a couple guys I knew from high school, talked with them for a little bit. Hung out with, some former Sportsman's Warehouse people, talked to Austin and a couple other bartenders for a minute, and then I met Clay at whatever house he was at and chilled there for a little bit, and then went back home here and just drank more and passed out.
That's
so,
what's up, dude.
that's what I did.
So on Sunday when John came over, I was like, just asked him how he was feeling and stuff, and he goes, dude, honestly, like, I barely remember, like, most of my night. I got home at, like, this time. I was like, oh, nice. Like, so how's Ryan doing? He goes, fuck, did Ryan come out?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I dropped him off, dude. Because he called you to see if you were still at Louis, and he's like, yeah, dude, we're fucking here, man, come out. And he goes, oh, shit, dude, he was. I remember seeing him. Oh, God, I need to text him, make sure I just didn't ditch him. Like, you didn't just leave without him. And he goes, wait, I think I remember him coming up and going, hey, see you, man, I'm out. But I need to text him, just check.
What's
What
that?
shit is this? What's this Netflix bit, dude?
This is definitely another podcast.
Dude,
it's
that's
below the
definitely
belt.
no, that's not below the belt. That's T-Fat
Oh,
K.
that's T-Fat K.
My phone just
went off?
tripped me out.
Oh, dude, your phone just turned
I
off.
wasn't even touching
I was
it,
just
dude.
gonna say it sounds like Chin from fucking T-Fat K.
Chin, dude. He pisses me off.
I like Chin, dude.
He's
I don't
got
know
his
why you give him
moments.
So much shit.
He is a serial killer.
Well, he's not. He's just an odd dude. I wouldn't say they just joke about that shit.
Ah, dude, he's just murdering people. It's cool.
He might. I mean, yeah. I was listening to Below the Belt on the way over here, and he was just talking about every weekend he goes home to his parents, sleeps at his parents, and
goes home to his parents.
Yeah. Well,
because his mom just had her appendix taken out, so she's all on drugs, doesn't know what's going on. Chin just goes, "Shh, mama, I'll be home later." Leaves. Murders people, and then she goes, Chin, how come every time you come over I miss a rug when you leave?
Yeah.
You took
that's,
it.
That's so Korean, dude.
So Korean. You took my last rug.
Oh my god.
Because he's rolling dead bodies up it, dude.
I like Chin though. I feel like
he's got his moments where he's not bad.
Yeah. Sometimes when he argues though with Brennan when it comes to MMA shit.
That's what started it. To be honest, that's where I was like, dude, shut up.
Because it's not like Schaub's right every single time, but I feel like if I was talking mixed martial arts with Brandon Schaub
or Joe Rogan, just one of those two,
like my opinion I would state it, but I wouldn't keep reinforcing.
I would not argue it like he does about like John Jones is definitely just pumping roids, dude. He's just trying to cheat the system. Schaub's like, why would you take that old school kind of steroid?
Well, that's what Jeff Nowinski said too.
Yeah. So okay, and then Chin's like, "Well, you didn't listen to the podcast. You don't know what you're talking about." And he goes,
"You didn't have to.
Don't have to, bro."
Yeah, but me and you both listened to that podcast.
Oh yeah, we had to listen to both.
And
of them.
some of the points that Chin was bringing up, I didn't really get from that.
No, I didn't see why he was so argumentative about it.
Yeah,
it didn't make sense of why he was arguing like that. John Jones definitely did steroids.
It's cool though that he has his own opinion and shit, because a lot of those producer guys are just gonna fucking roll with the flow no matter what.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I feel like that was a conversation. Maybe bring it up, but don't argue it on the podcast.
Yeah.
When you're a producer, don't argue it on the podcast. You can bring it up. You can kind of talk about it.
I'm sure Brandon talked to him about that afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, this is kind of my show, so you can have your thoughts and opinions, but don't fucking go on a 20-minute rant about how you think you're right and I'm wrong type shit.
Yeah, that makes me look bad, and it makes Brian look bad. Because he was even like, yeah, all right, Chin. Well,
Brian was pretty much just, trying to,
lighten the mood.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. Trying to, get both points involved, but I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Brandon talked to him after. The other thing that just kind of irritates me about Chan is sometimes I feel like when they're doing the current events, he's got really like lame or last minute. Oh shit! I forgot to do current events. Here, let me find some top news rated things. At times.
I don't really
Not
feel
all of
that
them.
way,
Some of them he does.
I like his current events though because they were like a little bit of everything.
He does have some good ones, but you can tell, like at least from my standpoint, when he doesn't have a good current event, because they're like, "All right, Chin, you got some current events for us?" And he goes, yeah," and he pulls one up and he's like reading it, and you can tell he's like missaying things and stuff. And then all of a sudden they ask him a question. He goes, "I'm not really sure. I'll have to check into that because it was just posted 2 hours ago." Okay, dude, this podcast started an hour and 40 minutes ago.
We should do current events.
Current events. With those
that just means Dr. Clay would have to do more work though. I would help him with that though.
Yeah. I mean, we could help him with the current events, but dude, Dr.
Speaking
Clay,
of current events, did you see what the fuck Trump said today?
No.
Rogan
what?
just tweeted it, dude. Hold on. This is
Hey,
gonna be
whoa.
a little annoying.
Let Dr. Clay do his job, son.
It's on Joe Rogan's Twitter though. He
sure
just captioned it like, "These are strange times that we're living in," and he like basically
Right here,
calls.
look, he's got it. Was it about the NRA gun control stuff?
No, I don't really know what it was because it was only like a 38-second video, but he definitely dropped the F-bomb.
Joe Rogan or Trump?
No, Trump.
We got this on our monitor play.
What would you do? What can you do? So easy. I drop a 25% tax on China. And I said to somebody that is really the messenger. The messenger is important. I could have
Great camera work, by the way, dude. Awesome camera
we're
work.
going to tax you 25%. And I could say another, listen, you motherfuckers, we're going to tax you 25%.
Dude, it's like Rogan said, he's a stand-up comedian, he just doesn't know it.
He totally, that was a punchline right there. He even knew it. He gave it the pause. He goes, "Let's see you motherfuckers."
He knew, he was like, I'm about ready to drop the F-bomb in front of all of America.
That thought was like, he was practicing that on the way over. And
rehearsing in
his limousine, he's just going, "You know what?
Motherfuckers." He looked himself in the mirror too. He goes, "Motherfuckers.
Let's see you motherfuckers run."
Oh, God.
Dude. Because
you gotta respect it a little bit, though. Because, like, no president in the history of the universe has ever dropped the fucking F-bomb.
Right? Well, okay. You like it from the fact that he's, like, the first to do it, but...
Strangest time to be alive ever. That's what he fucking tweeted.
But you don't like it because you motherfuckers can't run, is what our president said to China.
That's true, yeah.
It's not very presidential. Doesn't look very good.
It's not very diplomatic.
Because the next thing that's going to come out is, like, North Korea's going to do some shit, and he goes, "How about North Korea? You suck my dick."
It's like that fucking South Park had like a bit on that when because Mr. Garrison's like
he was the Trump dude.
He would like North Korea's like, if you don't knock it off,
we're gonna fuck them till they die.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's exactly kind of what's going on there.
Dude, that's 100% what's going on right now. Garrison is Trump.
Oh yeah.
But dude, he probably even has a Mr. Hand because he probably like tweets something and he's about to send it. "Mr. Hand, should I send that tweet?" "You fucking know it, Trumpy boy."
And then his wife is just like, "God, I gotta fuck this dude later."
It's a good thing he gives me 10 grand every time I fuck him.
Exactly. Like she gets
Ivanka.
Ivanka. That's who it is. Yeah.
Do you think she moans like a donkey with a name like Ivanka?
Probably. And Trump probably loves that shit, dude.
I bet the noise Trump makes when he's having sex.
What's that?
The Forrest Gump when the mom gets
when he comes out all sweaty and he goes, "Boy, your mom does care about your schooling.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling."
Just dude, that was like the most subtle fucking slam of all time.
Oh, dude, I didn't pick up on that for the longest time.
Dude, the first time I ever watched Forrest Gump was with my grandparents, and I didn't get that reference whatsoever. And then later I watched it, and I was like, "Oh shit, they fucked."
Dude, the first time I watched that was on VHS. I remember like my cousin putting it in.
Old school,
dude. And she goes, "Have you guys seen Forrest Gump?" We're like, "No." And she goes, "Oh, you gotta watch it." And she puts it in. She must have watched it like that week or something for the first time. Slaps that bad boy, and I'm like, "What the hell is this? There's a floating feather. Is that what the movie's about?" I was just like, oh, I'm fixed, locked in, whole movie. Did just right over my
You
head.
really don't get that movie until you're older, though, because it has so many like historical undertones. That
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten when it was on VHS.
Hey, Dr. Clay, can you pull up the Forrest Gump? Mom sure does love your schooling scene for me, just so we can get.
We could just play the audio, right?
Yeah, just
Okay.
Trump sex noise 101. Because you can hear him in the bedroom too. That's the other thing when he's sitting.
Oh
on the porch,
yeah, when
he's sitting on the swing, and you just hear. Just think.
How funny was that with Sally Fields, dude?
Sally Fields and
It was Forrest Gump's mom.
and Stormy Daniels.
So Sally Fields should play Stormy Daniels in the next Trump documentary. The only one.
Oh yeah.
They'll make one about Trump, I guarantee
Yeah,
you.
that one right there. I'm pretty sure. You can just skip this little front part right here. Right when it's like he's sitting on the porch. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
There's Trump. Here he comes out.
What a Southern gentleman.
Oh yeah. He's got to clutch his heart too a little bit. Did you hear me?
You don't say much, do you?
Slammed. Right there.
Right. He just walks away too, just like, oh shit.
He's like, God damn it.
Dude, I didn't even get that reference though when like she's like he goes, well, what about the boy's father? And she's like, he's on vacation.
He's on vacation.
And then Forrest is like, Mama, what's vacation mean? It means you go away and you don't come back. Dude, so it makes you wonder what happened to Forrest's dad. Did he just was Sally Fields a one night stand?
Maybe. But she owned a plantation, dude.
Inheritance.
That's true.
Inheritance.
That's true.
Oh yeah. Dude, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna inherit.
Yeah. I do, and it's not much.
You're just gonna ask for that one small,
Just
$1
I
million
asked my dad.
loan.
Yeah, I asked my
You know?
dad. I was just like, "Hey, could I just get a small loan?" He goes, "Yeah, sure. How much? I don't know, just like $1 million." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "That's what our president got. Why can't you do that?"
Dad, are you American?
Yeah.
I thought you bled red, white, and blue. Because you know what? Those
So
colors
you
don't
won't-
run.
So you won't give your son $1 million? Is that what you're saying? That's
Yeah.
a new American way.
Are you saying you don't love me? You
Yes.
gave Taylor $1 million last week.
Yeah.
What the fuck I did? She told me all
That's
about
what
it.
she
Dad.
told me. So you owe me now, dude.
You know what? Have you ever thought about looking at your parents and being like, how'd that investment pay off? And they're like, what investment?
Me. Oh God, I wouldn't even want to ask that, dude. He'd be like,
Could you imagine if they had a employee evaluation, but for like a child evaluation every year?
yeah.
All right, Troy. So your first year, you were pretty good. You kept us up late at night a little bit. Kind of annoyed us, so we're gonna cut back on your food by one serving. You no longer get lunch. You improve, give you that pay bump, lunch again.
And now you get PB and J's
You get PB and J's.
and like Danimals or some shit.
you lost snack time.
What? That would be brutal, dude. No parent would ever do that.
You already get great. Oh, I'm sure there is a parent that does that. You come home and you get a report card, and you get a report card from school. Here's how you were on chores, helping around the house, being polite to your parents. Your mother
It
thinks
sounds
you're
like
a real
fucking
cocksucker.
Nazi camp, dude. It sounds like straight up Nazi camp.
Your mom thinks you're a real cocksucker.
And I would have to agree.
And you know what? She's not wrong.
She's not wrong, dude.
She's not wrong. You're a real D-bag this year.
Yeah, this year in particular, you were a real dickbag.
Dude, could you imagine if parents actually gave lumps of coal for Christmas?
I got a lump of coal for Christmas one time.
No, you didn't.
Straight up, dude. I'm being serious.
Your dad gave it to you?
Yep. Granted, I got a few other things. But
No,
like normally in our
only a lump of coal.
okay, so normally in our stockings, I forgot what I did to piss him the fuck off, but I did something. And,
Dude, you normally are good around Christmas time because you know that's when you.
yeah,
get
but
your
I
shit.
just give 2 fucks because I was calling his bluff. Because I think he kept saying, "You're gonna get cold for Christmas." I was like, "Nah." I said, "Nuh-uh, dude. You're not gonna do that." In my stocking, he normally fills it like with like candy or some other shit.
Coal.
I just got coal, like straight up. And then you know what I said to him? Even at a young age, I said, "This shit's gonna turn to a diamond one day, and you're gonna be the one that's fucking on the bitter end of things."
Yeah, I'm gonna go put this in a hydraulic press and
Yeah.
turn this shit into a diamond.
Worst Christmas gift ever. What's
What we
this
got?
shit?
Dude, you know, you gotta do like right when they first can kind of remember what they get.
Open it open so I can see it.
Send a message, give them coal, like right here.
Oh, it's a 3DS. And Mr. Potato Head. That's
Have you seen that kid that gets the avocado and he's like, "Thank you"?
No,
That shit's all funny.
he's about to cry.
That's what you wanted, Sean. You gave it part of the stock, and you guys are starting the worst.
He's stoked about his potato. Look at him. He's
Dude.
crying, dude. He's got a lazy eye, man.
Fuck yeah, he does.
He got the best.
He got the best. It's literally just a fucking potato.
Dude, look at how stoked he is. He's just sitting there like, oh shit.
That was me with my call. I embraced it.
Did you just use that coal and just draw on the wall?
I think I still have it. No, I was like, one day this is gonna be a diamond, and it's gonna pay out.
You should just come back
And then
one
my-
day with your dad and be like, see this diamond? Remember that piece of coal you gave me?
I'm gonna give it to my third wife. Oh shit, dude.
You gotta send a message early, dude. First Christmas to remember.
Yeah, well, he
That's
definitely sent a
meaningful.
message because I fucking called him. He still got me other shit, so I wasn't that fucking pissed off. But he sent the message because I look forward to that. It was just like C's candy and shit. So I fucking was looking forward to that, and I didn't get it that year. So I was like, all right, I won't be that much of a dick.
I won't call your bluff next year.
Yeah, next year when he says you're gonna get called, I'll be like, all right, he's gonna do that same shit again.
You think you're funny, huh?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, have you seen, you watched The Ranch, the Netflix original?
I've watched like season 1 and 2, I think.
So have you seen the part where, like, the mom who owns the bar, they're like, what do we get for Christmas? And she hands them their bar bill. And it's like, $1,000. What? This is my Christmas present? You know, it's like, oh, you fucking idiot. I only spent like $950. And he's like, wait, we gotta pay these? And she goes, rips him in half. Merry Christmas. Gives them the bill for what they cost her this year.
I like that show. Whatever happened to the whole what was that guy on there that something Masterson that was in that sexual harassment lawsuit? That was kind of
What?
Danny Masterson. Google Danny Masterson.
What?
He's a guy from that 70s show.
Oh, he's not on there anymore?
No, because he had that the rape allegations right there. It was kind of, from what I've read, it's kind of bullshit though.
On March 2017, a woman alleged they were raped by Masterson in the early 2000s. Problem in the Los Angeles Police Department investigation. That's stupid.
Yeah, so Netflix got rid of him.
What? They got rid of Rooster?
Yeah.
For who?
I don't know, but I guess they're gonna film the next season still. That's what it says on Wikipedia.
Damn, ain't that some bullshit?
I don't know if there's any updates. See, it's like that same thing with the Ryan Seacrest thing. They never fucking found anything on Ryan Seacrest either.
No. Well, then they didn't announce that they didn't find anything on him either.
No.
They don't say anything. All they do is do accusations.
Like if one girl that like was literally in the same room as some fucking famous dude, she just says that he raped me, and then now
Game
their
over.
their fucking career's over. Same with TJ Miller. That shit happened with TJ Miller too.
Yeah, dude. Well, you know, I think the only person who's gonna make a comeback and it may like
Louis.
help like Seacrest and Masterson is Louis.
I think Louis might come back too, but not for a couple more years.
Couple more years. I think give him until like either next year
Yeah.
or something like that.
How do you come back from that though? That'd be tough.
He's a
right?
comedian though.
Yeah.
So
He's got to open with that shit.
Well, he's probably coming up with material right now because I guess he hasn't done it. I was just listening to Joe Rogan where he's talking to whatever British dude who talked to Sam Kinison about this.
Yeah. Where they pulled that YouTube video due to inappropriate content.
Yeah. So he was just talking about it and he goes, yeah, like Louis only did it when like really early, like in his career, hasn't done it since. Obviously, he's probably pretty apologetic for it.
Well, yeah, he admitted to everything and just said, look, sorry, that's what I did.
He owned it up, yeah. It's not like he tried to hide it or anything.
It's not like the whole fucking Weinstein thing where he was literally a fucking monster.
Dude, just awful human being. And he goes to rehab, dude. You can't fix what you did.
No, and
you're not going to fix that personality.
No, he'll never change either.
Him and Cosby. Oh, what's that shit you said the other day? Cosby's doing comedian stand-up again, but his daughter just died.
Oh, yeah. I saw a news article. I think it read, like, Cosby's... God damn it.
Cosby goes to, like, some comedy show thing. Or, like,
and then finds out his daughter died. Which is not... I shouldn't laugh at that shit.
We laughed so hard when you told me that. I was like, yeah, dude, he's telling dick jokes again.
Well, it was like kind of a depressing. It was like goes to the comedy store, did like I don't think he actually did comedy. Actually, now that I think he just went, and then he had still obviously his court things are going, and he's like 87 years old, dude.
How's he not dying?
I know. So he's still going to court, and then the third piece of the article was his daughter dies at 44. It's just like Jesus.
Probably just from
Christ,
embarrassment. Can't handle. Like,
I guess she had
dad.
some sort of cancer or something that she was fighting for a while. But
damn,
I mean, goddamn, you go from like one of the top 3 comedians of your time to just fucking. I know. Well, and the Cosby Show was fucking one of the highest rated TV shows of all time.
Dude, and like what Rogan was saying, he goes, Cosby always like promoted, like especially for African American comics, you gotta be clean. Like we gotta set an example. Blah, blah. Yeah, you're out here raping chicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, how's that setting an example?
Well, not a whole lot of black comics followed that fucking. I mean, Richard Pryor didn't. Obviously, I think Richard Pryor was before. Was Richard Pryor before?
Maybe a little earlier, like doing hardcore stand-up, where he was doing the Cosby Show.
But he would tell like Chappelle and Rock, like you gotta clean up
your act if you ever want to make it somewhere. In this
and
business.
Meanwhile, they're just fucking anything they put on Netflix. They're just making fucking so much money on it. That's why they keep pumping them out.
Oh yeah,
Chappelle's just like, I'm just gonna focus on
Chappelle's
Netflix.
Killing it.
He really is. I still haven't watched his latest though.
The newest one that they keep talking about.
Mm-hmm. Chris Rock's.
I didn't try. I started watching it, but then I had to leave. It was pretty good. It's like a little slow, like compared to some of his older stand-up, but it's still pretty fire.
Yeah,
because he was talking about. I guess I could say it because people can watch it on Netflix. He's talking about like he's so good at comedy that he doesn't even write a bit and try and find the punchline out of it. He just writes punchlines, puts it in the fishbowl.
Oh yeah,
and then pulls it out of the fishbowl. And it just goes, kicked her in the pussy. There's the punchline. Now I write a story about kicking her in the pussy.
Yeah, well,
and then he goes on his bit and rampage, and he goes, and then I kicked her in the pussy. And they all start dying laughing. He goes, see, I even told you what the punchline was going to be. Fuck, I'm good at comedy.
Fuck, I'm good at comedy. He, what was I going to say? Oh, he's always been that guy that just, like, he'll literally, like, if he sees, like, Rogan or someone else, like, on tour, he'll literally fly there that night.
Oh, yeah.
And just drop in and say, hey, you mind if I try out some shit? And they're like, yeah, you're Dave Chappelle, of course. So then, you know, he goes on and tries out whatever he wants. And that's how he formulates a lot of his shit.
Well, and they're saying he also, like, shows up to, like, parks and stuff with just, like, a boombox speaker and a mic. And he'll just start doing stand-up on the side of, like, a street corner and get, like, a street crowd.
That's pretty crazy. Dave Chappelle does that. How crazy would that be if you were fucking... You're just walking down the street and you see Dave Chappelle
just with like a boombox standing there starting to do like stand up.
Yeah.
Dude, he went incognito for like the longest time though, remember?
After the Chappelle show got canceled?
He said they wanted to change it. They're like, oh yeah, that's really funny, but like we should change it to this bit and that bit so you don't like offend these people. He goes, no, fuck that. I'm taking it off now.
Oh, okay.
He goes,
Well, then he spent a bunch of time in like Africa, I think. Actually.
Yeah, he went to Africa. Everyone's like, what the fuck happened to Dave Chappelle? I think he's an African. Oh, nice joke, but he's in Africa.
Yeah, yeah, he really was for like 2 years.
Yeah. And he got
just
fat too, dude. And then he lost a bunch of weight.
Now he's like pretty muscular, honestly.
Yeah.
The Lost episodes.
Ooh, what? Dude, that was probably the best skit show out there. Key
I
and Peele's good. Don't get me wrong, I like Key and Peele, but
Key and
best one out
Peele.
there.
You ever watch that Kroll show?
No.
For the first couple seasons, the Kroll show was
Was it
fucking
good?
hysterical. That was with Nick Kroll, obviously.
That's probably gotta be hard though to do like a skit show. 'Cause
Well,
how
that's
many
why
times
all
do you
these skit
take-
shows now, they only last about 4 seasons. Because you
Yeah.
just run out of shit.
You run out of material, but at the same time, like you could take somebody else's concept that they've had too, and you're trying.
exactly.
To, yeah,
Well, you can tell SNL is just running out of fucking ideas.
dude, every Friday too.
Yep, every fucking Saturday night
For Saturday, night, yeah, it's just fucking. Well, they gotta come up with like rehearsals and do it all Friday.
Yeah,
and,
they
film it Saturday. And
Well, no, I think they start like Tuesday during the week.
Dude, that's brutal. And you know, like I guess what Callan was saying is that the people on SNL have to come up with like X amount of skits and jokes and punchlines per week. And every like content material, whether they use it or not, is SNL's for life. You can't like leave and then do that bit later on, or else you're stealing content from SNL.
Yeah,
Fuck,
it's kind of a war zone. Well, when what's his name, Eddie Murphy was writing on it,
yeah.
and on it he was like, it's like basically a nonstop job. Like you show up Monday and you're like writing, rehearsing, and you're like, he would stay up for 3 days straight. Just writing, and then like Thursday he'd get a little bit of sleep, and then Friday he would be rehearsing shit.
Skits, yeah.
And then Saturday would come, you do Saturday Night Live, and then you're partying or whatever afterwards, and then Sunday you wake up like Sunday for a brief period of time.
Do it again.
That's your day off. But
And
you
Monday rolls
come
around.
back Monday and you're doing the same thing. So
Fuck, dude, that's brutal.
yeah, it'd be a crazy work schedule for sure. Those guys
Yeah.
put in some fucking time.
Did you know what I saw on the way over here though?
What's that?
It made me laugh pretty good. You'd probably get a great laugh out of it. There's this truck that had a camper shell, and the whole like lower half of the camper shell window had a sticker that just said "satisfied."
Just said satisfied.
But nothing else on the back, just satisfied.
What do you think's going through that guy's head?
I looked at it, dude. I was like, dude, that's a good sticker. He just, just kept.
He
driving.
probably has like a 2-bedroom house.
That
I'm
was
satisfied.
no. If that was the case, it would have just said settled.
Settled. Was it a nicer truck or what kind of truck?
It was like late '90s, early 2000s Toyota Tundra.
No, that's
with like
that's
a-
satisfactory. That's
Yeah,
that's
no,
being
it's not
satisfied.
bad. I mean, he's probably approaching that like 180,000 miles mark.
Now the dude that's driving the fucking brand new fucking Raptor says never satisfied on it. That's the difference.
It says in debt forever.
No, it just says and then he posts on his Instagram like a picture
Not
of
satisfied.
him in a tank top and just fucking he's just like, I'm never satisfied. Like, I'm gonna get this shit, dude. Like total fucking bro shit, man.
Wearing a bro tank. He's got a PVC pipe hooked up in the bed of his truck so he can stick his American flag pipe down there. And have you seen the video of the guy who bought a brand new Ford Raptor and then is like driving around like in the dirt and stuff and like takes it off like a jump in the dirt and just guns it and it just boom, boom.
Oh,
Blew
no.
the springs out, just completely flattens it and just can't drive it at all. I think he let his wife do it. His wife's driving and he goes, "Yeah, take it on that rim, dude."
That's some redneck ass shit, dude.
And what's a redneck say before they die? Well, he's got 2 sayings. Depends on your redneck.
I don't know.
Hey, hold my beer. Watch this.
Yeah, that's true.
Or hey, y'all, check this out.
That's true. Well, that Twitter page, Hold My Beer, is so fucking funny.
Oh, dude.
So we got a viewer question, Clay?
Yeah. Oh, we do?
What's the best bow to buy in 2018 and why? Well, this is obviously going to be...
I got, question for the person asking. How much are you looking to spend?
yeah.
So you're looking to
obviously-
go a little bit cheaper and buy last year's model bow. It's going to cost you a little bit less, still great quality bow. Or you like, hey, I want top notch, just give me whatever the best is. And then you got to kind of go from there.
Well, it depends, because, like, nowadays, dude, every company has a good bow.
So, what also, I guess,
Really?
I'd say, I mean, right now, what I would shoot to check it out,
1,000 to 1,500? Oh, you can get some.
okay, well, now, is that total for the bow? Because if you're just going
Well,
bare bow, around 1,500, I'd probably go Hoyt. I'm a little biased towards a Hoyt.
I would go Hoyt too, though. I would
But I
go. What's the one under the Redworks?
It's the Defiant. You could do last year's Defiant carbon.
Well, yeah,
Defiant
it's
for
true.
about 1,100.
Yeah.
And then, but I'd also total cost max 15. Okay, so I'd maybe look in that case of doing
An Obsession.
An Obsession wouldn't be a bad. You could get
Because
that
you get the
Sportsman's Warehouse.
Obsession for about $900, and then you could still get a quality sight, stabilizer, and quiver, and then maybe some arrows for about $1,500.
Yeah, right around
I'd
there.
say.
I'd go with that. I would also try and shoot Matthews, just see how it feels, because everyone's got like a certain way of how it's gonna feel coming out of the hand.
Yeah.
So I'd shoot maybe a no cam, which is like a 16 model.
Mm-hmm.
Matthews
Oh, that's right.
no cam is probably like a 2016's last one they make it, or you could shoot like a 16-17 Halon.
The Halons were good, actually.
The Halons are a really nice bow, so I just shoot it. Shoot a Hoyt. Like I got my Hoyt Nitrum, which they don't make anymore, for $750. It's a little harder for me to get it though because it's left-handed, so I'm super limited in what I
You
can
got that
buy.
one at Shields, right?
Yeah,
It
I
was
did.
I know. I was looking at that.
So
But I didn't
maybe
realize it was left-handed.
Yeah, so I should shoot. Well, I would say see if you can find a Carbon Spider Hoyt. You can probably get that for right now around $800-900.
Yeah, I would say so.
And Obsession's a pretty smooth bow to shoot as well. Try Matthews and a Hoyt and just test them out and see how they feel. And then
See, the thing with the Matthews though is, this is just my personal preference, is that bow is so like top heavy
it is
that every time you want to shoot it, it wants to fall down, and I don't shoot like that.
No.
So it depends on what your shooting preference is. If you like that, you know, you shoot and then you have the wrist strap and then your bow falls and hangs, and Matthews is great, but I hate that shit. So I
well,
don't
that's
do
what
it.
I'm saying. You gotta try these out.
Yeah,
And
yeah, you
just
gotta
see
shoot
how
it.
it feels out of the hand, just shooting. Because I mean, the way I shot like the Carbon Spider Hoyt,
Mhm.
felt it was really light, really smooth, but I noticed there's a lot of vibration in the hand. Obviously, that goes away with your sight, your rest, stabilizer, quiver. It's gonna take some of the vibration out of the hand. But I just felt like it was a little too light. I noticed it way more vibration, and I didn't want that,
In your hand.
especially with where we live in Nevada, it being very windy. The lighter the bow is, the harder it can be to hold steady sometimes when it's blowing super hard. Like you notice with your old Carbon Cure.
Yeah, well, because my Carbon Cure is almost too light, because at the time, it was the lightest bow in the market. I think, honestly, when that bow's stripped down, it only weighs like 3.5 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's really, really light for a bow. And I noticed, my very first hunt with it, you know, I drew back on a buck, and it was just so windy that I was just like, oh, shit. And I didn't take the shot because of that.
Yeah.
So actually having a little bit of a heavier bow might help you out.
Just a little bit. I mean, you don't want too much where you can't pack around. Depends on
Right.
what kind of hunting you're going to do. If you're, like, carrying it back, like, deep country. What we got here?
Oh, shit.
It's going to depend. The question is, which state has the biggest mule deer, in our opinion? I think it really just kind of depends on region. If you're going overall big mule deer,
New Mexico, though,
New
right?
Mexico, Arizona,
Kind of down
Nevada's
southwest. Honestly.
Nevada, because if you go in Vegas, they have great just
Nevada does
total
have
inches.
really big mule deer.
We
actually.
we're kind of known as like a mule deer state. Colorado, not so much. They have great numbers, but not like monsters. I'd kind of go same thing with like Montana and Wyoming. But I'd say probably Arizona and New Mexico is going to have consistent bigger deer.
Yeah, I would
like,
think
for
so.
total inches.
Because, like, you look at, like, pictures of guys killing bucks down there, and, like, some of them are just, they look like they don't even belong on this planet. Like,
I mean, there are always the outliers. Like, some
Yeah.
of them in, like, Wyoming, I think, just have some just massive racks. But again, it's like saying Nevada. I mean, not all Nevada has monster mule deer.
Right.
Certain regions,
yeah.
like the Sierra
Fuck, I've
Nevadas,
seen
like
them.
where we are,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
down in Vegas has some really big ones.
That's cool. We're getting fan questions, and
Yeah,
maybe
dude, that's
maybe we'll do a fan question segment at some point.
Definitely.
You can just, how do you see that, Clay, on there?
On
On
Twitch.
Twitch? Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you guys have
If you have questions, yeah, honestly, Clay could just save them for the end, and then maybe at the end we can just kind of scroll through them.
questions,
Yeah.
that's probably the best. So yeah, if you
We
guys
answered
have
that bow question, right?
kind
Pretty
of. I
much.
mean, we kind of
got sidetracked with
We
that.
did,
other one.
yeah.
Honestly, it's all about doing your research and knowing what you want to get. You know your budget, which is great, but then you got to factor in, like, if you get a bow, I honestly think you should get a high quality sight. That's going to run you about 200, 300
I think where you can kind of cheapen out
stabilizer
overall is
Easy.
stabilizer and
I don't
rest.
even shoot with a stabilizer.
You
now,
could do
actually.
you could do whisker biscuit for $50.
That's true,
Do
yeah.
a whisker biscuit. You don't need the drop weight, especially if you're getting new into it,
Yeah.
or you want
I
consistency.
shot a whisker biscuit for a long time and I loved it actually.
I would stay away though. I shot one myself. Was those it was like the modified whisker biscuit where it just had the 3 spots for the brush to hold it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd get a whisker biscuit over
Because
that
the
one.
problem, I think Octane made it. I think the
Yeah.
problem with those is I noticed it myself is the more you shoot, which is good, the more you shoot, but the bristles actually melt away,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice if you're just getting into it and you're going to shoot a lot. It's going to tell you if you have bow torque or anything, because as the brush melts,
Well, that happens
So-
with the whisker biscuits too,
a
though.
little bit, but not as bad.
Yeah.
So mine melted like straight down.
Mhm.
But it was like, oh, well, that's good. That means I'm not having any bow torque as I'm holding it as a new shooter. So if I was like holding it a little bit one way or the other way when I shot, it means
Yeah,
I'm
that-
still holding
that-
it pretty solid and it's going straight down. Otherwise, I'd have a melt left, melt right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend it though. If it comes in a package with it, shoot it until it's
That's
done.
true. Yeah, some of these bows come up with a setup where they
package,
give you a quiver, a rest, and all kinds of shit.
Most likely, you're gonna upgrade all of that.
Yeah, you're gonna eventually down the road you're gonna want some other shit if you get into it. But
I'm gonna do a piss break real quick.
yeah, do you have to piss?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, let's do a piss break.
We'll
then.
do a quick
We can
piss
pause
break.
it, right?
We'll come back, and if you guys have any fan questions, just let us know, and we'll try and answer them best we can.
So when we do piss breaks, are we gonna pee together, or how does that work?
You hold my dick, and I hold your dick.
Okay, well you don't have much to hold.
Well, work on that, okay?
I'll just
Call
get
it gym sessions.
I'll just get stem cells.
Roid it, man. Oh, fuck, you just went in. Is that the same person who asked both of those questions? 2 different? 3 different? Do we get more? I got another one. What's it about? Hunting? Music? Oh, shit.
All right, we're back.
We're back. Sorry about the pee break. We kind of figured it might be better to start doing pee breaks instead of just getting up and leaving in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I held mine for a while. So we got another question here.
Okay. So you want to read the question so they know what it actually is? Or
Can they see this, Clay?
up? That's a good question for us.
Yeah?
Yeah,
They can
okay.
see it? Okay.
That's a tough one, really. I kind of like all kinds of music except for jazz, really. I even get down to classical, but it depends on what it is. Like if I'm studying or trying to write a paper, I like classical music because I find with lyrics or something like that, I get too into like the beat and like singing. I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing, so I really like classical for that. Love rap, love rock. Do get down to some dubstep, some techno shit.
But the question is,
country.
like, I think the question's geared towards, like, almost better, like, if you were on a desert island and you can only pick one genre of music, that's kind of how I feel with this question.
I feel
Because, like,
that's probably
obviously, me and you listen to a bunch of different shit.
tons of music.
So, like, I go from playing fucking, like,
So okay,
90s country to fucking
So I guess it'd
Tupac
be,
and
if you're stuck
Kendrick
on a
Lamar.
desert island, what one Pandora station are you listening
Yeah,
to?
yeah. I honestly have to say rap, dude. Honestly.
No, well, you can't just say rap. Are you going 90s rap?
No, it's just best music.
And
Like,
who?
that's
who,
still...
And who?
Yeah, like you
Well, that's getting... This
That's
is a little bit
way
more
too
broad.
hard.
This is a little
Way-
bit more broad. That's why
Yeah.
I'm rolling with this. Is because, like, any kind of, you know, 90s... Any kind of even today's rap, I can listen to. But, like, for me, like... I almost said country, but the thing is there's not a lot of good country music out there right now.
That's what's hard. Yeah, I'd say I might have to go with you on rap because it's consistently
Yeah.
there's something I like new and
exactly.
old.
Yeah.
I like a decent amount of the new country, but for the most part, like a lot of this stuff, I'm just not enjoying
Yeah.
right now. Maybe it's just because it's being brunchy, and I'm like I really grew up with '90s country,
Yeah. Yeah.
so maybe that's my bias towards it. I mean, I'll still listen to it, but I'm not like fuck, get that shit out of here.
Yeah,
Like,
that's kind of
this song, dude. I don't want to hear it
song.
anymore.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with you. Rap, '90s rap, preferably though. Would be
Yeah.
my genre.
I would say that too, honestly. Yeah. That's cool. Well, I think we recorded it, but I think what we'll do, Clay, is we'll talk about it after the podcast, but maybe we'll save, you know, all these questions for the end. And then when we're done talking, we'll just go to fan questions and you can just kind of pull them up and we'll talk about them and then
Yeah,
we'll cycle
try.
through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with
that
like
would
the
be
bow
best way
ones,
to
I
do it.
mean, we'll definitely. I mean, maybe give us like questions you think we go longer in depth on a little bit earlier. Like that bow one, though, we definitely needed some feedback of like how much you trying to spend total. Or
Well,
bare
they
bow.
did, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. At the
Yeah,
very end,
exactly.
fan question, that's a little tough.
Yeah, but we can always, like, what Chop does with his, like, we can always say, okay, if your price range is this and this, then
Yeah,
we
we'll
can kind
just
of
try and
explain
cover
it.
it all.
And then we can tell them how much the shit that we're talking about is going to run.
Yeah, how much
But-
did
My bow's going to be expensive as fuck, dude. I got
What?
the fucking Cam Hanes one that cost me an extra $200.
So I guess I would say from 2 years ago I bought my bow.
You got the Nitrum, right?
Nitrum.
Okay,
Yeah,
I shot
so,
that bow.
So I guess in full setup, let's see, I spent, because it was the last year they made the Nitrum, which was the 15 model, because they don't make it anymore.
Right.
They
And
still
it was
have
left-handed, so it was way
left-handed. Yeah.
discounted. Yeah.
Yeah, so, well, and then he also took like an extra $50 off of it for it being the last one they had. And I was like, okay, well, I want new, like, cams. I set it up brand new. So I would say $700 for the bow, $200 rest because I got the QAD.
Yeah.
I got a $200 sight, Spot Hawk 7 Dilly pin,
That's what I got on mine, too.
and then
And I won't change that sight.
no, dude, love
honestly.
it. Actually, there's 2 sites I might go to now. I don't want to spend another $800, but I might do down the road if I get that Scrooge McDuck money. The Zero by
Ah,
Garmin.
Yeah, me and Paul were talking about that. There's almost too much technology into that shit. Though,
Almost.
It's
And-
almost getting like unfair. Like,
yeah.
I compared it. You remember when Burrs came out with that Eliminator scope that would range find your deer and then tell you how far up to put
The
your
angle
crosshairs?
compensate, yeah.
But I mean, it's a bitch and rest though, or sight. It really is.
Well, what I like about it is the argument of when you're shooting, there is no more pin gap.
Yeah, exactly.
Pin gapping it.
There's
and everything.
none.
But we also practice pin gap shooting when we're training, like to hunt
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah,
So
like
it's something
when
you
we go
gotta
to that
practice.
range, there's a 35, so you go, okay, split those fucking
Split the
pins.
pins, yeah.
Yeah.
So we do that, but then I like it because it's like that. But you can't hunt in every state with that sight,
Right.
which I don't like.
Yeah.
The other one I might go to, probably not, because I really love my Spot Hog 7 Deadly, would be, I think it's, who is it?
My
I
sister.
think it's IQ who makes it,
Oh shit.
and
I
they
haven't
call
heard
it,
of
it's like it's a 6-pin sight, but what it is your first 5 pins are fixed, and then that 6 is a single pin floater, but it's magnetically with like a rubber gasket sealed.
Mhm.
So then if you're shooting those longer shots, so you get a smaller micro diameter like pin.
Oh yeah.
And then
okay.
obviously at 60 plus yards, you have more time to kind of dial it in. That's why I don't like the single pins.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
at
can't
20
fuck
yards,
with that.
I don't want to set it up at 30 and be like, okay, put it
I
at the base
know.
of the belly and then shoot here. I don't like that.
I don't like touching my rest at all. Period. Once it's set, it's fucking set, or my sight. I don't like fucking messing with
That's
it.
what I like. So the top 5 are set.
Mhm.
You pull it away.
Oh yeah, my sister
That
just got the
bottom
Spot Hog grinder. That's kind
that bottom pin is the only one that adjusts.
Okay. Yep.
So for those longer shots, you don't have a bunch of pin clutter.
Yep.
And you get a single pin to really
So
dial
if
in on
it's
poly
if it's
shots, yeah.
50 plus, then you can dial it. Yeah, that's what my sister got in that new Spot Hog grinder.
Maybe it's 5 pins. It might be 5 pins.
Yeah, it's
in the
5
top
pins,
four,
and
yeah.
then your bottom can adjust to whatever.
Yeah, so I think it was like IQ Archery came out with that. Something like that.
Okay.
So I thought about getting that, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with that Spot Hog. I really like it.
Yeah.
But I have the older one without that big disc on it for your housing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Oh yeah, like
I'm pretty
the new
sure
ones
not
that-
everyone knows what we're talking about. So you
No,
pull up
we're going balls even archery, and probably no one knows it.
can you pull
I'm
up
gonna
the-
answer this question real quick since you pulled it
Yeah.
up.
Hang on. Let me ask him and you can
Yeah.
answer. Pull up the Spot Hog sites. That way, like people can see a picture of what we're actually talking about. So it's not like we're just assholes. And then
Yes.
answer the Believe shirt question, sir.
Yeah. I am getting the new.
Can they see that? Pull that up for them to see.
I'm getting the new Hoy Redworks, just a carbon one, but I'm
That's
getting.
where
it
you
in
get your Believe shirt.
Where'd I get my blue shirt?
That's what the question was.
Oh no, I thought it was where I'm getting my bow.
No, it's where'd you get that
What
Believe
bow?
shirt?
No, what bow are you getting?
Oh, I just saw Believe question
Yeah.
mark hashtag.
Well, I
shirt.
got this on Dan Henderson's website.
Hendo.
Dropping the H bomb right before he fought Bisping that last
Dude,
time.
no,
Me and
not the
Tanner.
last time. Earlier, last time he lost to Bisping in Britain.
Yeah, that's when I got it before that
Oh,
fight. Yeah.
I thought you said like that's right before he knocked him out.
No, that was the first time they fought,
Yes,
and
yeah.
he'd land the H bomb, and that's why Bisping can't see out of that fucking eye. But
Yeah.
I'm just getting the Hoyt Redworks one, but I'm getting it in that Cameron Haynes model, so it cost me a little bit more. So it's a fucking Clay could maybe pull up a picture of it.
But right now you can see that one on the bottom left. No, up one. Yeah, that one. That's the one I have. It's the
Yeah, that's the
Campaigns
one
edition.
I have too.
It's the old school one. So you see that white ring around it. That's called the housing. And then if you go to the other ones, it's their newer models. It's got
Have the
giant.
bright
Yeah,
yellow.
you can see it right
Yeah,
there.
that's
That
like what the
bright yellow.
Fast Eddie. Yeah, that's actually what my sister got.
Not a fan of that.
She got the Fast Eddie, but in 5 pins and just that single one.
Yeah.
Adjust,
Okay.
so. Yeah, I just like when I'm hunting, I just don't want to mess with anything on my sight. Like if a buck is fucking 60 yards away, I
It's
just want to
more
put my
movement.
60-yard pin on it. Like it's that simple. Pull up Redworks one.
Yeah, Hoyt.
Hoyt,
Yeah, it's the red WRX one.
and then just put like the Keep Hammering edition because I was at douchebag. And I
I'm
bought
sure
that
you
one.
can just do images. Pull up. Hey, shout out to Cam Hands, dude. Keep hammering.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, I met that dude when I was 12 years old.
Uh,
It looks like that, but mine
Well,
obviously looks different.
No, so it looks just like that, but all it has on the limbs is it just says "Keep hammering" with the campaign's logo, which is an
Yeah.
arrow, and it says "Keep hammering" with his signature underneath, right?
Yep, that's it. And the limbs are black.
Yeah.
So the limbs are the top and the bottom part. So, but it was honestly, this is the bow I'm gonna rock for a long time. So I figured I might as well just fork over the extra money for what I want, you know.
Right. Well, that's what I felt about like when I bought my Nitro. I'm like, a Hoyt is a bow that lasts for years.
Yeah.
And the last bow I had was for 12 years.
Yep.
So I don't really need to spend a ton of money on a brand new bow every year. I'd love one. Hoyt, shout out to you. I mean, I'll take a new bow every year.
Yeah. So
But
we should get sponsored by Hoyt.
We
We don't hunt enough though.
well, we hunt enough if we get tags. That's
Yeah,
the thing. We're
well,
in a
that's
state
the
where you
thing.
gotta draw tags.
And I get a bow tag about every other year. So
And we're also not making
I'll hunt
Screw-
turkeys every year with it though.
Shit, yes I will, dude. I'll go
If
pay
Hoyt
for
gives me a fucking bow every year, I'll hunt fucking turkeys every year
dude, you know it.
with a bow.
I'll be unsuccessful, bro. 5.
I don't know, dude. Some of the turkeys I've shot in the past with my shotgun, right before I like shoot them, I'm always like, I could do this with my bow. Like, what am I doing?
Well, the
I
last
don't
2
know.
years I've gone, like, we've heard turkeys. Like I told you last year when I went turkey hunting.
You went on that public land though, right?
On all public land is what I'm doing. So I called my dad, and my uncle called a turkey on, and basically it came down, but then it didn't want to cross the river, so we'd hear it and it'd be like just in front of us gobbling,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it'd be gone for a little ways, and it'd just gobble over here, and then I'm pretty sure this turkey's trying to figure out how to cross the river to get to us, and I just hear dum dum dum, doors shutting, and all of a sudden just kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh. Oh hell yeah, man, great turkey! And then just you knew they just threw it in the bed of the truck, dun dun dun, and then I was like, let's just fucking go home, dude. That pissed me off. Pissed.
I'm
me
surprised
off.
that bird hung up though, because normally those public land birds, even in California, if they see a truck, they're like, "Fuck off, dude," and then they run.
Well, I think he was
Right.
hung up because he's too focused on trying to get across the river and
Right,
he's not
'cause
paying
he-
attention to these assholes.
Yeah, he really wanted to.
Because it was like an hour of just back and forth trying to like cross this like river.
Did I tell you the story about my Nevada bird?
Mm-mm.
So we set up for these birds because we roosted them the night before. So
Yeah.
we set up kind of where they fed the day prior. So we knew they were gonna set out all this shit. And out in Nevada in Mason Valley, you literally make one little turkey call. It's called a purr,
Oh, I've been out to Mason
and
Valley.
you go. It just makes a little like. It makes a little noise like that, and literally these birds will turn away and walk. So this particular morning, we're not gonna call at all.
Yeah.
So actually, you know what we did is before sunrise, we let one little call out,
Oh, well.
and we heard a bunch of gobbles, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's literally all we did. Like I set my calls in my fucking bag. I was like, I'm not calling. I told my dad, don't call. But we had this decoy where we put a real turkey fan on it. It's called the Killer Bee.
Oh yeah.
And we had it on the string, so it was up and down and up and down. And when we did that first initial call, there was one bird just in back, and we just heard him once.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad's like, okay, well, we got, a couple interested turkeys over here and then one in back.
Yeah.
So we're watching these birds and they're kind of dicking around and we're messing with the fucking decoy and they're just kind of like, oh, we're not really committed. So we're like, okay, well, maybe they'll feed towards us because that's what they did, about, 11 noon.
Yeah, that's
noon.
when they're really active on feeding.
Yeah, they're
kinda
going to come
moving
back
around,
and then they're going to lay down kind of where we are. So, but my dad's like, I'm going to take a nap. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm kind of fucking around with the decoy. And dude, this turkey comes straight up from in back of us. And I've never seen a turkey look more pissed off in my entire fucking life, dude. He attacks his decoy, dude. And he's just fucking red. And he's just circling this thing, just beating the fuck out of it. Because they have talons.
Yeah,
They have
they got
talons
the
on the back
spurs.
of
It's
their...
called spurs.
Yep,
Yeah.
spurs on the back of their fucking legs.
Yeah.
And he's just beating the shit out of it. And our decoy is literally like 10 yards away from us.
Yeah.
And he's just circling it. So I just nudged my dad. He was down like in the blind. I just did this shit. And I just go, hey, there's a turkey. Like, I'm going to get him. He goes, okay. I was like, just stay down there. And I poke him. I did the whole rookie mistake where I like fucking poked my barrel out. It actually kind of helped me though, because he looked at it and was like, "What the fuck is that?"
They're curious, dude.
And when he did that, like his head went straight up, and then I just fucking boom, took him out, and he was just deader than shit. But
Dude, I just remember like my Mason Valley turkey, like we set up in the wrong field because it's like, you get out there, it's like pitch black.
yeah,
So we
it's
thought
hard
we
to
set up-
navigate.
Yeah, we thought we set up in the right field, but all it was like basically kitty corner, but it came to like this corner here. We had to cut across to the other field, and we didn't want to cut across more fields.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there the next morning and we set up, and Hunter's with us, and so it's me, my dad, and my hunter. I'm the hunter.
He could be your hunter.
He could be, yeah. Well, I'm hunting, and so my dad's calling. He's just doing a little on the slate, and all of a sudden you hear like behind us. I'm like, oh shit, dude, are we in the wrong field again? Like, what's going on? This is where we were yesterday. And then that's it. And then Hunter's sitting there because we're in like how it's Mason Valley, it's like those drainage ditches.
Yeah,
things,
you can
it's
sit-
all reeds.
Yeah.
So we're set up in that to kind of cover us, so it's a
Yeah,
natural
we
blind.
used to do that too. We used to just take a bunch of deadfall and cover it around us in one of those ditches.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bunch of irrigation ditches there.
Oh, tons, yeah. So then, I guess I'm looking at our decoy setup, and I'm waiting for this turkey to kind of like circle around or something because he probably sees it, and then all of a sudden you just hear Hunter go, and dude, this turkey's just in full strut, walked probably like 20 yards past us up the irrigation ditch where we're hiding in, and comes out and just starts strutting around. I'm like, oh shit. So we got the stick set up on the shotgun. I'm like, these aren't fucking working. So I take them off. And I lean up on it, and he's just like, not full strutting or anything, just BAM! And then they do the turkey flop.
Yeah.
Dude, Tom. I got me a Tom, dude. First
There you
turkey
go.
I got.
Nice, that's cool. And then nowadays Mason Valley is a tough place to fucking.
I got 8 points, and I still can't draw in Mason Valley.
Yeah, it took me about 8 or 9.
Yeah, dude.
Before I've been putting in every year since I was 12, and I think that hunt was 3 years ago. So actually 8 points. Yeah, 8 points is when I got it. I was about 20.
Dude, isn't it crazy though, like how you can like remember your hunts? Like they could have happened when you're like, I can remember my very first year like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Dude, those hunts just are burned into your memory and your psyche for forever.
They really do.
It's legit. I love it. It's an addiction. I know not everyone listening is hunting, but
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But that's why we try to mix it up. And honestly, like, we'll talk about hunting, but we won't go like super balls deep into it unless people are interested, or unless we have like Briquette on Hunter.
yeah.
And then we can really get down into hunting. That's why it's gonna like vary guest by guest type
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, our interests are like our music. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, definitely. So we got this fan question here. It says, heard you guys thoughts on your sponsors. So basically, if you're interested in sponsoring it, we're more than interested. Please, do we got an email?
We got an email on our Twitch, right, Clay?
Gmail. So yeah,
It's Gmail.
if you want to go into thoughts about sponsorship or anything, just send an email of details of what your product is or things like that to the Gmail email. And then we're more than interested in pretty much whatever it is. Just give us what it is and like links or something to research about it. And we'll definitely go from there.
I think they're talking about, or I don't know. We probably shouldn't say the company name or anything yet, but
well, if they're fine with us saying it, like we can bring it up. But I don't want to.
Yeah, he might be watching now, but it's cool, dude, that we got a sponsor kind of this early too. And the only deal is we're gonna upgrade a bunch of our audio and video and stuff,
Yeah.
and then we're basically gonna come back to him once that's all upgraded. So it's a little bit more legit. You won't hear me fucking doing this shit. Probably.
Twist and turn, yeah. So we're hoping to basically get some new mic setups, headphones, and processing systems, all that. But I mean, is he responding, Clay? Like if we're able to talk about it, or okay. Well,
No
then,
worries.
I don't want to bring it up right now because I don't know if it's a
Yeah, well, it's
thing.
it's just in the works type thing.
But we're gonna definitely take the steps to try and do this. So.
Yeah, no, it's cool, and I checked out his company, and it's actually it's pretty legit product.
Yeah,
he's
dude,
got.
I did some
So
research on it too last night. You know what the funny thing was though? I just got done. Like, I looked it up on the laptop, watched the video they had on it and everything, and then Tristan's scrolling through her Instagram feed, and a sponsored thing pulls up as that. And I was like, dude, look at that.
That's what Rogan was talking about. Like when you Google something on your phone.
Well, it wasn't even on her phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's Big Brother shit, dude. That's crazy.
It was nuts.
I know, because I always get like Giants fucking like sponsored shit. You know? Like if I go on Facebook, it'll come up with like a Fanatics page because I've ordered Giants products from there.
Yeah,
it'll come up with like all their new gear. By the way, they got a really sweet gray and black hat that's an orange logo that I'm probably gonna get. It's those new like Pro Light ones.
Okay, yeah.
Have you seen that commercial with Bryce Harper?
Mm-hmm.
Those look legit.
Like it's like the spring training Pro Light.
Yeah. It's like a normal fitted hat, but it's kind of meshed out, and it's like lighter weight and shit.
Yeah, like the real vented for the hotter weather type stuff.
Yeah,
dude. AliExpress. Remember how you showed me that shit?
Yeah.
Ordered
AliExpress.
AliExpress. Sorry. Yeah, I just ordered 2 jerseys off of there. Dude, they're pretty legit, man.
They are.
I'm pumped about it.
That's where I got all my Giants jerseys that I wear.
Yeah, so I just got a World Series Javi Baez jersey to wear the Cubs game when I'm in Chicago.
Oh, there you go.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So the gold lettering, it's got the World Series patch.
You gotta like pick and choose though, because I've been looking for a Giannis Antetokounmpo jersey. Plays for the Bucks, and they don't have a whole lot of good ones for that. But like other shit, I got my Jackie Moon jersey on there.
Oh shit,
the Tropics one. Yeah.
Dude, the only thing I had like a complaint about it was it didn't have the little hyphen on his last name to accent the Baez part of it.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, I'm like, dude, that's still a legit jersey, for $27, I think it was.
Most of those fans in Chicago probably wouldn't even notice either.
I don't know. They might with how well they've been doing recently. So,
you want to know a funny story about misspelled jerseys?
Yeah.
So my very first jersey was a Brett Favre jersey.
Farva.
Well, that's how it was spelled, dude. So I got it from the NFL shop for Christmas.
Did you? Oh shit.
So it was legit, stitched, everything, but it was misspelled. I
How'd
still
they
have
spell
the
it?
fucking jersey. It's normally spelled Favre. It was spelled Farve. And it was funny because I was
Like
like my
they did,
very
like,
first
the-
football game in my entire life. The Packers were playing the Niners.
And they did it phonetically instead of how
And
it
this
actually
guy
is.
taps me on the shoulder. He goes, "Hey man, where'd you get that jersey?" And I was like, "Oh, my dad bought it, from the NFL shop." He goes, "Well, do you know it's misspelled?" And at the time, I was like fucking 11. So
You're heartbroken, dude.
I was just like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I was all bummed out. I was like, "Man, that sucks. This is my first jersey." But then he goes, "You know what, dude? You should keep that because it might be worth some money someday if that's like an officially licensed jersey."
Yeah. Well, it's an officially licensed jersey too, and he's now in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly, yeah. So I still have it, and it's still in pretty good condition. It doesn't fit me anymore because I was 12 when I got it, but
It's 12.
I was so young. But,
So young. Did you look at the guy and go, "Hey, why is your nose facing my nose? How about you turn
Well,
around?"
his Niners were getting fucking. That was a game I think Favre threw 6 touchdown passes. Like he tied his career high, and I think Donald Driver caught 3 of them.
You should just be like, "Hey man, touch your top lip to your bottom lip."
You know what we gotta practice, dude?
What?
Touching your
top lip
to your bottom lip. Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the enjoy the ass.
You know what's
whipping.
funny too is in the third quarter, all the Niner fans. This was before the Niners were good.
Yeah.
So
They're just
all the
kinda, like,
Niner fans
depressed.
left, and the whole stadium, dude, was just fucking Packer fans. I swear to God, it was the craziest shit. And they were chanting "Go Pack Go" at fucking. This was at Candlestick.
Yeah.
This wasn't at their new stadium. So,
Dude,
shout out to Dave though. Thank you. I
dude,
appreciate it.
thank you, yeah.
Yeah, Clay just pulled that up.
Much love. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, no, dude, I'm stoked. Well, I got 2 games I'm going to in Chicago. So I
That's
think I
right.
told you about it,
Yep.
but so
I don't think you've told our viewers though.
Yeah, so I won't be here from April 5th through the 10th, so I'm gonna miss one of our Friday podcasts. We might have to do a Tuesday podcast. That way I can pack stuff on Wednesday night
Yeah, that's fine.
that week.
Well,
But so I'm gonna fly into Chicago, and then I'll get there Thursday, kind of spend the day. Friday, I got a Blackhawks game versus St. Louis Blues. I'm gonna be rocking my green. I'm gonna wear it Friday with our podcast with Tanner, Swaggy P. By the way, Friday we'll be doing it at 4:00 instead of our typical time of 6 on Friday. So if you guys want to tune in, 4:00 this Friday with Tanner. I'm gonna be wearing the jersey. I'm gonna wear it to the Blackhawks game versus St. Louis Blues in Chicago.
That'd be cool. That'd
And
be
then,
very cool.
Oh yeah. And then the last like full day I'm in Chicago, I got opening day to Cubs Pirates at Wrigley Field. I'm stoked, dude. It's gonna be a good game.
That's right. I forgot you were going to opening day. I've been to one Giants opening day.
Well, it's not opening day of baseball, but it's opening day of
For the,
Wrigley.
yeah, but they still
game.
treat it like
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
Well, now MLB did the opening week thing
Yeah.
because it was just like opening day and then they kind of get rid of it. But now,
Well,
since,
because they understand, like, okay, you guys got home and away games.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone opens at home
Mhm.
because no one can
no,
open at home. for
obviously,
everyone.
yeah. So, yeah, man, that would be cool. Even though I'm not a Cubs fan, I'm a baseball fan, and going to Wrigley would be fucking amazing.
Oh, dude. One of my goals is just to go to all the parks.
Yeah,
But
that's my retirement goal. Is I'm gonna go to every
Definitely.
single Major League Baseball
the
park.
ones I want to go to, like, when I'm fairly young, I'm knocking out Wrigley this year, but Fenway.
Yeah, Fenway's another. Me and Clay have actually talked about
Because
that.
I want to, like, enjoy Fenway
My Clay.
and all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Fenway. I'm gonna sit on the fucking monster.
Dude, we definitely got to go to Fenway then.
Yeah,
I don't care who's playing, dude. It's Fenway.
I don't care if they're playing whomever.
Well, my dad went to Fenway and he got 2 games. He got when they did the interleague game, like first time at Fenway, Padres, Red Sox.
Oh shit, that's pretty.
And
cool.
then I think he saw Baltimore Red Sox too. When he
Oh.
went back to Boston, I'm like, fuck, dude.
Boston's a cool town too. Like that's the thing is I'd go to Fenway and then I'd hang out in Boston for 2 or 3 days.
Oh,
So I heard Boston's just a fucking amazing
Boston's
city.
the shit, dude.
Yeah,
From what I heard, at least, like when my parents.
Clay
went.
talks it up for sure.
Well, what's cool about like Wrigley and Fenway, those older stadiums, is it's in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
So basically,
Mhm.
you're walking, you're going past houses, and then all of a sudden, boom, just this stadium pops.
That's
out.
why when I went to Lambeau, dude, like Lambeau's the equivalent of both those stadiums.
It's in the
football.
neighborhood, yeah.
It's literally like if you went to fucking your neighborhood and you dropped a football stadium right in the middle of it. That's
Yeah.
what it is. And all those people are just so fucking balls deep into Packers, dude. It's incredible. Like if you're wearing a Packers jersey, you're friends with literally everyone. Doesn't matter what you do.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
everybody's your fucking friend.
Remember when the Packers still had Eddie Lacy, and there's like clips of him, like he would go out
Mowing
people's lawns
Yeah,
that were
dude.
season ticket holders. He's like, hey, like organization, hey, who lives close to like Lambeau, who's a season ticket holder, and he'd just show up and start mowing their lawn.
Yep. And
He's
they
like-
give them lemonade and shit.
Yeah, and he's like, hey man, I appreciate you guys being like such loyal fans and everything. Like that's awesome. So I want to like pay it back by mowing your guys' lawn. And here's you guys already see the ticket holders, so I'll see you at the game.
Well, and obviously I've been around a decent amount of sports and stuff, and obviously my bias is going to come in here, but literally there are no fans in sports like the Packers. It's literally incredible.
You know, I've heard are like diehard fans though. It's kind of tough for me to say because of rivals is Cardinals fans.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I've heard Cardinals fans are some like the most loyal fans you can get out there, and they're always with you. But
Yeah.
you know, it's really easy to be a loyal fan when your team's consistently good.
Yeah, like
But-
they've gone through some shitty stretches, but not a whole lot of them.
They're not like last in their division kind of stretches. I mean, they
That's the
draft
thing is
really
the
well,
Packers from the 70s to the 80s, dog shit, dude.
Yeah.
Awful. But guess what? They still sold out Lambeau every single year
too, every year. Yeah.
because of, that's just how those guys are.
Well, I love how like you ever watch like those old videos like '90s and stuff of like games. Probably not Lambeau, but like baseball games where like Ryan Sandberg's up to bat and like it does like a pan of like the outfield and people are there like shirtless drinking
Yeah.
beer. Yeah, go Cubs.
Like the Major League fans.
Oh yeah,
Like in that movie
essentially,
Major
yeah.
League.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. Yeah, people don't really do that. Like baseball fans used to be like football fans in that sense. They like
Yeah.
paint their bodies and.
Well, I
wear
feel like
the
it's kind
crazy
of frowned
shit.
upon now, like to even do that.
It kind of is.
Like football, they kind of like want
embrace it. They embrace like if you wear some fucking bananas.
like Raiders fans, the black
Yeah.
hole. But I
I've been
feel
to a
like-
game in the black hole, dude, and those guys are fucking hardcore.
Intense, dude.
Yeah.
I love watching like the opposing team score a touchdown, and you just see drinks flying. You're like,
Oh
dude, you just threw $8 at that guy for catching a
and
touchdown.
they don't give a fuck. They'll throw their
No.
$9 Bud Light every single time.
Oh,
with that motherfucker.
yeah.
I went in the black hole. I went to a Broncos Raiders game.
Yeah.
Right, so that's a rival game.
Oh yeah,
And fuck, who was it? Maybe Tim Tebow. He either ran one in or threw one in, and he went to the sidelines. And dude, people were fucking throwing everything at that. Like he started to celebrate, and people were just throwing beer at him, and then he just goes, "Oh fuck!" and he just like ran out of there.
Dude, I'm
he
out.
just dipped. He's like, "All right, dude, I get it."
Jesus is not in this
Yeah.
corner of the stadium.
Hey, you looking for Jesus, dude?
Not
Not
here.
in that section, dude.
It's called the black hole for a reason, bro.
They're all fucking Bud Light out, listening to AC/DC all fucking morning. They've been drinking since like 6 in the morning.
They're drinking at 6 in the morning, and they're like dressed up for the black hole, but they're just so hungover and drunk already. Sun's beat down on them, and their buddy just plays Back in Black. Oh, no, dude, I don't know if I'm making it to this game. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
yes, I'm fucking
Well,
back.
you know what helps too is the most badass thing in sports, and the Giants actually did it too when they ran out in the World Series. Is when they play Hell's Bells
Yeah.
in Oakland. That shit is actually kind of surreal. I'm not even a Raiders fucking fan, but I respect that when they run out of the tunnel to Hell's Bells because the whole crowd just loves it.
Don't you love how there's like certain songs that just get you amped?
Yeah.
No matter what it is, certain songs you just go, yeah.
And pretty much, like, I would say 40% of AC/DC songs. Like, you
dude.
hear it and you're just like, yeah, let's do some shit.
AC/DC wrote for the Raiders.
Dude, they really did.
Pretty much,
They didn't
dude.
know it, but they were writing for
Yeah.
the fucking Raiders.
Just like, not Smash Mouth. Was it Smash Mouth wrote for Shrek? They didn't know it, but they did.
That's because Shrek was the only one that's like, we'll listen to your music, dude.
Mike Myers is like, really, Shrek? Whatever, dude. Let them have it.
Yeah, he's like, hey now, you're
Turn
an
off
all-star.
Get your game on. Get paid.
God, Smash Mouth, dude. I told you, I think I said it before the last podcast. It wasn't on the podcast, but when the Legends Mall in Reno opened up,
Oh, yeah,
they played a free concert.
Dude,
Like, that's how low Smash Mouth, they went to Reno and played a free concert because that's how fucking irrelevant they are now.
we're trying to get some new 2,000 plus fan base in. Like, you millennial kids who were
I
born
bet
in
there was like,
2000.
I bet you there's 200 people there. And as soon as they got done playing All Star, they were like, "Peace, dude."
See ya.
There's like 5 guys in there, and like, "We wrote this new song now," and they're like, "We don't give a fuck."
Yeah, I'm gonna go shop, bro. Dude, I don't care.
Yeah, Shields just opened up, dude. I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out that new store, like off Broadway.
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend? No, I just don't want to listen to you anymore. You
I'd
kind of
rather,
suck.
I'd rather go purr shopping right now on off Broadway.
I guess the royalties from Shrek didn't pay out too well for him.
Well, it must have been paid off decent, but they're still going for it.
Either it paid them really well so they could do free concert at Shields.
Yeah. Maybe
or
Shrek paid for it.
Shrek,
Maybe
yeah.
Paramount Pictures or whoever the fuck does Shrek.
They probably had a dude dressed up in like an ogre Shrek costume waiting to come out. All right, you guys get that crowd amped. I'm gonna come out
Yeah.
for all the little kids because they'll know who you are when they see me. And everyone just left.
Everyone just left.
Dude's like, "What the hell, man?"
And he's
I'm in
doing
this-
like a shitty ass Shrek impersonation.
He comes out, how? Dude, where's the crowd?
It's like, donkey!
Donkey!
What are you doing, donkey? And the kids are like, hey, fuck, this ain't Shrek, dude.
They just have a curtain to bring them out, and it's just, and in the morning, I make your waffles, and it drops. Hey now, you're an all-star.
Somebody
He
once
told me the world was gonna ruin me. I
God,
ain't the
dude.
sharpest tool. in
I
the
still listen to that
shed.
shit, though, dude.
Dude,
Speaking of which, isn't there a 90s bar crawl coming up? That'd be fun to go to.
hey, Clay, pull that up. Is there a 90s bar crawl?
It's not like a Reno exclusive, but they're coming to Reno. I guess they go to the whole West Coast, and they're just called 90s Bar Crawl. And then they go to certain cities, and then they host it.
Ooh.
Like, dude, I would wear... I'd go to the thrift
Yeah,
shop and just
pull
pick
that
out
up,
every...
man.
Oh, yeah, right here. 90s Bar Crawl.
Yeah, I'll be back.
That would be fun, dude.
That's not bad, dude.
Because you know they would play music that
we love.
we love, and we would be a little drunk doing it. 39 days, 3 hours, 45 minutes.
A little bit more than a little drunk, though, I'm pretty sure. Hey, are you doing the Shamrock Crawl?
I was gonna talk to you. I'm down. I mean, I think because St. Patrick's Day is on Saturday, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I think all I was gonna do is fish that morning if you're interested, and then we would pack
Yeah.
up about 1, and then I'd shower, maybe take a nap, and then I'm good to go.
Yeah, let's do it. So, I mean, I guess if there's any local Reno fans that watch this that don't already know who we are, if you want to meet us, Shamrock Crawl. Look for the dude in the Patty's Irish Pub, Philadelphia, green shirt.
I'm gonna
That'll
wear
be
my
me.
McGregor one.
Are you gonna wear? Dude, that's a
I'm
good
gonna wear
one.
my black one. I do have that same Patty's Pub one, but I've had it for so long that it's just like all kind of
It's
shitty
faded.
now. Yeah. I
'Cause
kind of want to buy a Giants like St.
Green one?
Patrick's Day hat. Though.
See, well, okay,
It's like
the
40
hat's
bucks,
legit.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna wear my green Blackhawk, like the Shamrock Blackhawks jersey, but I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking wear that out drinking. It's gonna get trashed.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is
Yeah.
I've worn that so many times during St. Patty's Day. I think that's why it's all like
Yeah.
fucked up.
Well, I was gonna wear my Game of Thrones I drink and I know things shirt, but it was gonna be green. Like I had the green one.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
that's right.
Patty's, dude.
Gotta go Patty's
Irish
Pub, dude. That's classic.
Oh, dude, so classic. I'm so bummed they took it off Netflix.
That's still on Hulu though.
I know. Well, you can get it on Netflix, but you gotta order the DVD, which is crap.
Oh, like you gotta
Yeah.
buy it from,
No.
or you gotta rent it from.
Yeah,
Netflix.
you rent it from
People still
Netflix.
rent shit from Netflix.
I guess
That's how
dude.
Netflix started.
That is how they started. That makes
Remember-
me feel old. There was no InstaQ.
No, you would go on to Netflix.com and pick out a bunch of movies.
And then they'd ship it to the house.
I know, because me and my buddy, I'd go over to his house on like Tuesdays, and his parents would like order like 5 movies for
Yeah.
like the weekend. you
That's
know?
what took Blockbuster out.
Exactly.
Dude,
and
it's because you
and
can
then
keep these
during the
DVDs for
weekend-
as long as you want. Because
Yep.
you're paying us $9 a month.
Yeah. And
So,
then
yeah.
we'd Friday night, you know, they'd have dinner, and he had a pool, so we'd swim in the pool, and then when we get back, we'd just watch fucking movies, dude.
Oh,
we
yeah.
watched so many movies that way.
Dude, I
It
remember
was cool.
I'd go over to Sam's house and it'd be like, "Oh, sweet, what movie did you get in now?" Because it would be in the Netflix like
Yep.
little paper disc plat
Yep,
like
exactly.
thing with the DVD, and you'd look at it and be like, "Oh, sweet, dude, this is pretty cool." He goes, "Yeah, those are my dad's. I don't want to watch them." I'm like, "That's fine. You go watch something else."
Yeah.
We ended up eating like plates of bacon.
That's what you'd eat, is just plates of bacon.
Dude, I downed plates of bacon. Still do. But it was the Costco, like Kirkland brand pre-cooked bacon.
Oh,
Slap that shit on a paper plate, throw it in the
Microwave,
microwave
yep.
for a minute.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nice and crisp, dude. That was disgusting because I'd take it and
Okay.
I'd lick the grease off of it.
So, I'm kind of weird. Do you like crispy bacon or like soft bacon?
soft.
Dude, so do I.
Dude.
I feel like everyone always overhypes crispy bacon. Like
Crispy bacon is crap. I don't want it
Yeah.
to turn to
It's-
meat chalk in
You know
my
what
mouth.
you should do with crispy bacon, dude? You know what you should do with that shit? Put that shit on a salad.
Hey, you know who people like? They'll like crispy bacon. I go, I'm gonna do a little raw, and shut up, I'll do it again.
Yeah, shut up, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Like I'm eating that and they're like, oh, that's all
Ew,
rubbery.
It's all floppy.
But guess what, dude?
Shut up.
That's where the flavor is.
Oh, dude, all the flavors in the fat. You
Yeah.
cook all the fat out, it's meat chalk.
Yes. Meat chalk, dude.
Oh, dude, you bite it, it's just, and it's just powder in your mouth. And you're like,
yeah.
can I get like some water,
Yeah,
mimosa,
exactly.
something to wash this bacon down? Because
Yeah.
I'm choking on it. Plus, when people like eat it and all of a sudden like,
That's why then they drink black coffee.
yeah, and,
Oh,
and you're like,
God.
and they're like, you're like, what's wrong? Like, I got a piece of bacon stuck in my mouth. It's because you're eating meat chalk, sir.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Gordon Ramsay. I bet if Gordon Ramsay had an opinion on it, it's overcooked.
No,
Easy.
no,
No? You don't think Gordon Ramsay would get like a plate of bacon? That's
You think Gordon
over-
Ramsay likes to eat meat chalk?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. So why would
So,
you want to overcook?
That's what I'm saying. Like, because that's when you get the meat chalk is when it's overcooked and dried out.
Yeah.
He would take one bite of it and be like, "The bacon is fucking burnt," and he'd throw it on the table.
He would just take a bite. This, crack it over your head.
You know what's
it's
funny?
disgusting. It just crumble in his hand.
You know what's funny about Gordon Ramsay is he's British as fuck until he's yelling at someone, and then I feel like he's just like,
Dude, that's the same thing. Like if you listen to an interview of Adele, you're like, what the fuck is this girl saying to me right now?
yeah, because
But
she's
then
like
she
from like
sings.
Wales.
Yeah, but then she sings. And you're like, I understand every word you're
Yeah.
saying.
I know.
I
You
feel-
set fire to the ring, girl.
I know, dude. You set fire. I feel your pain.
That girl's got some fucking pipes, dude.
Hello, is it me you're looking?
No,
for?
wait.
No, that's a different one.
That's a different one. That's
Shit.
a 70s
But it's like,
song or something.
hello. I
That's
tried
the one-
calling
That's
or
the one where
something. I
she's
don't know.
like, "Hello from the
other side. Oh yeah, dude. I get down to some Adele.
Dude, you have to.
Well, with the Apple Music.
Speaking of gay music, I should probably pull mine. I'm not saying we should wrap it up. I'm gonna pull mine up now because I won't be here Friday.
Oh, you're not?
No, remember I told you last Friday? I have my fantasy baseball draft.
Oh, you
So,
cocksucker.
you and Jake. Jake's gonna be the co-host.
Oh, Jake's gonna co-host with me?
Yeah.
With a Swaggy P interview?
Oh, well, actually no. Well, you can do whatever you want. It's just show now on Friday.
It's my show?
And actually, I don't know if I can make it to softball practice either. It
Seriously?
might be late.
Dude, you're batting first.
I know, but the draft starts at 5. So
Didn't you have your partner draft for you last year?
yeah, but guess who my partner is this year, dude?
Cocksucking Dave. I don't know.
No, it's Timmy, and Timmy doesn't know jack shit about baseball. He's just giving me $50 so he could be a part of it.
You know what? Maybe, hey, let Timmy draft because you know what he's gonna do? Pick
All
the
A's.
best. Well, he's gonna pick the best players. He's
What
gonna
do
go,
you
oh, this guy's highest rated. Nah.
Well-
I don't know who you are, but I'll pick you.
I don't know. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after the podcast. I
Hey,
don't
speaking
wanna
of
do that.
future podcasts, what's the official ruling on the official drink off? Are we doing that rolling into the B day?
Well,
Let's see.
I talked to Marvin today. He can maybe get someone else to cover for me on the 24th.
Yeah.
Because my birthday's on the 25th. But it also might be kind of nice to do that before my birthday because I asked him, like, how late do you think we would be? Because I've never been to this dinner. It's a Mule Deer Foundation dinner.
Oh yeah.
It's a one in Red Hawk, too. It's right by my mom's house. Obviously, I would still have to go with Marvin to help him with the guns and stuff, but he...
Well, dude, we didn't get out until 12:30 for this
But
Reno D dinner.
Well, exactly. And the reason why is because we had so many guns. This dinner, I think there's only like 13, 17 guns around there.
Okay.
So he was thinking that we'd be all wrapped up by about 10:30, which is plays out well for me as long as. And I told him I was going to pregame hardcore as fuck during the dinner, and then he'd drive me back to Sportsman's, and I'd meet you guys downtown. But I mean, we can maybe talk about it a little bit more. But if I were to tell Marvin, hey, I can't do it, I'm just going to do my birthday shit, then yeah, I guess we could do it that day.
Yeah. So I guess we'll have to figure that out on.
That's still a couple weeks away, though.
Yeah.
Well, a week.
A
Dude,
week
I'm
away,
turning
dude.
24 in a week.
Dude, you know what's sad?
That's fucking. I don't like that, actually.
You know what's sad though is that like
I'm an old ass man now, dude.
what when I went to Santa Cruz, camping. I was talking to Tristan. I was like, man, dude, I'm gonna be turning 23 this year. And she goes, "The fuck are you talking about?" I go, "I'm turning 23 this year." And she goes, "You're 23 right now." And I go,
Fuck, I'm turning 24.
"You mean I'm gonna be 24 this year? This whole time I went through this whole year thinking I was 22. I'm so old."
I'm so old that I have to think about my age. Like, sometimes someone will ask me, like, how old are you? And almost all the time I want to say 21.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
But I go, I'm 23. And I have to, like, think about it.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's sad
Sucks
because
ass, dude.
sometimes, like when you hand your ID card, you're like, "Oh fuck, dude, they're gonna be like looking at me hardcore because they think I'm 21." I'm like, "Wait,
Wait.
I'm 23.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
doing this shit for years,
I've
dude.
been doing this before I was 21."
I know, it's so crazy. It's fucking.
I feel
it's
so
weird.
old, and then people are listening to this and are probably like, "You guys are fucking so."
I know,
young,
it's
you
funny,
dumb."
like our manager, I always say that shit, you know, when she asks me about, you know, like, oh, how was your weekend or whatever, because she knows that I got fucked up or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, every weekend.
And, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you know, really feeling it, Katie. I feel older every year. And she goes, come on, you're like 12.
yeah. Oh,
And I'm
shit.
like, and then now what I say to her, I go, I'm 12 and a half, Katie. So give me a little slack.
Give me a slap.
Maybe that's why I'm moving a little slower, because I'm 12 and a half now.
Hey, I'm sitting in the front seat of the car now. Moving it
Yeah.
slow.
I got out of my booster seat, dude.
All right.
Yeah, I got out of my car seat, Katie. All right?
Disney said I could get out of my booster seat at 12. I'm
Yeah.
12 and a half. I've been sitting in the front seat for a year.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh,
I don't.
dude.
Do you know that comedian Patton Oswalt?
Oh, yeah.
He has a skit about birthdays
Does he?
and like when you should get a birthday. So he's basically sums it up like 1 to 13, you get a birthday because those are big years.
Big
You're
years.
13.
Then 16.
And then 16, you get a birthday because that's a big year.
What about 17 through the sweet 17?
Nope.
Or is that just a girl birthday?
That's just a girl birthday.
That's what I thought.
18, you get a birthday because
'Cause
you're
you're an
officially
adult.
adult.
Yep.
19, no birthday.
20?
20,
No birthday?
No birthday. 21, you have the biggest birthday. That's your last birthday.
Nah, 50.
And then, well, then he says every 10 years. So then he goes, okay, then when you turn 30, you get a birthday. Then when you turn 40, you get a birthday.
Yeah, because
You have to listen to the bit, but it's fucking.
Yeah. Well,
It's,
I mean,
it's kind of spot on. When I was listening to it, I was like, dude, he's right.
That's how you forget how old you are.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
I'm coming up on my birthday. I don't fucking feel like I should validate that with anything.
well, yeah,
I'm 24.
You get a birthday up until 13, because then all of a sudden you're a teen. You're no longer a
Right.
preteen. You're a teen.
Yeah.
And then it's all irrelevant until you're like, oh, hell yeah, I'm 16. I can drive now. And then 18, I'm a legal adult. I can vote. I probably shouldn't, but I am.
Yeah. Bro, that's actually a good point.
And then 21, you're like, hell yeah, bitches. Look,
Yeah.
You know what the problem is, though, is when you turn 21 before all your friends.
Yeah, I had a couple friends that turned 21 before I did. And then they all went, well, luckily I had my fake ID, so I always went out with them. But if I didn't, I don't know what I would do. I'd pregame with them, and then when they went out to the bars, I'd go home or pass out on their couch.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was like some people were like, hey, I'll pre-game with you, but I can't go out. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm not 21.
that's
Like, you
how it
don't
was
have a
on
fake?
my 21st, too.
Well, and then you're always like, you don't have a fake? And like, no, and there's no point in me getting one now because I'm going to turn
'Cause I'm
21
20,
this
yeah,
year. Yeah, I'm
exactly.
20. I'm like, oh, shit, dude, what were you doing with your life?
Not
Being
Yeah,
responsible?
being responsible.
Knew somebody over 21 to get you beer?
Exactly.
Pretty much, yeah. Fuck, dude, I feel old.
Yeah, so do I. Every day.
Some mornings, I wake up now every morning and I like crack my knuckles and it's just like, and then I sit up and I just go,
Oh, fuck.
oh, did you hear that, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, every
get
morning. And it just pops and then I do a little back one. It's like crack, 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 crack. I'm like,
That's why I'm so worried about getting older, because, I wake up and my sides are sore, dude.
from sleeping on your
Yeah,
side.
exactly. And that's never happened to me ever. And this is like a recent fucking thing that's been happening to me. Is I wake up and I go, fuck, I slept on my side again. Like, that's the first thing I said this morning. I go, fuck, I slept on my side again. I get up and I go, shit. And I'm like,
When you go,
okay.
you go to yawn. Oh god, I can't do it. Can't do it.
I can't sleep on my fucking stomach because I feel like it fucks up my back.
And
then when I sleep facing up, I'm just like, this feels dumb, dude. I feel dumb. And then roll over my side and it's comfortable for about 5 minutes.
That's right.
I'm like, okay, cool. And then I'll wake up and my side will hurt. And I'll be like, fuck, dude, and I gotta roll over.
Well, then,
Sucks. I'm gonna be such a shitty old person. I'm gonna be in a wheelchair and they're
You're
gonna
gonna
be like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. I'm just fucking incapable
old.
of living. I'm
Well,
incapable of sleeping normally.
you know how everyone's like, dude, I can't wait until I'm like an old man so I can say whatever the hell I want.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I don't want to be an old man. I already wake up sore.
Yeah, exactly.
Just, oh god, okay. I'm
Like,
gonna sleep on
granted,
this
I
side
go to the
tonight.
gym
Oh, God.
and I work,
Oh yeah.
you know, so, and I know the reason my side things, because I've been working out, on my sides.
Some lats, bro.
Yeah, but also, that's never happened to me. I don't know, maybe I need a new mattress, maybe that's it.
That could be it. I don't know. Are you sleeping on a memory foam or just a
Sleeping
spring?
on some sort of, spring Serta mattress. I used to have a Tempur-Pedic, but that shit
Dude,
was
that's
only a
the
twin,
Oh fuck.
and I like to have my space.
Your
to,
roll room.
Yeah, so I got rid of it and kept my Serta.
Dude, you could when I had a twin bed, you could rub your hand over it and you'd be like bump 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 bump. Oh, those are all the springs that have blown out and you're sleeping on
really?
it. Oh yeah, dude.
I don't have one. That would be.
That was
shitty.
my twin, and it was
Ugh.
just blown out with springs everywhere. Probably because
fucking
from me
miserable.
jumping on it, oh body slam.
Yeah,
Being an immature fucking 10-year-old.
exactly.
Oh shit.
All right, man.
Well, Clay, do we have any final fan questions, or
No, that's true.
should we just wrap this up? All right. Well, if you
Alright.
guys missed the beginning of this, you want to go back and listen or something, check us out on YouTube. It's Amateur Hour WTG. Follow us on Snapchat. It's the same thing, as well as Twitter. We'll be getting an Instagram set up, this week?
Tonight or tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, so I don't know, but Thursday, check out it's probably gonna be Amateur Hour WTG Dr. Clay. Yeah, so check that out. Yeah, dude, just look forward to coming back to you guys Friday with Swaggy P, who I've now dubbed Cushy P because he's no longer so swaggy.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, dude. We're doing gay song right now.
Yeah,
You're not
we're-
gonna be here Friday.
Because I'm not going to be here Friday, and you probably already know what it is.
Dude,
I
I've
have
been dying for this song all day.
I have a strong feeling. you
I already know
it
what
is.
it is with you just looking at me going, you probably know what it is. I've been dying for this song all day. Oh, shit, yes.
I've been listening to this song hardcore, dude.
It's
since-
been in my head.
Dude, me too.
If you guys want to listen to... Oh, we should do show notes of the gay song of the week so people can check it out if they actually don't know what it is.
Demi Lovato, Cool for the Summer.
So yeah, there's your show
We
note
have a
right there.
spreadsheet, though, too.
Yeah, so we can do past ones too. Oh, hell yeah.